What's up, CEOs? It is time for some training, okay? It's time for some help for auto dealers. Today, we're going to be talking about 4 ways to sell more cars with financing, okay? So I know you've been trying to put it all together. And so what I'm planning to do with these videos, or what I'm hoping I'm doing with these videos, is putting it all together. At least you kind of get an overview or a vision of how this is supposed to look and where it's supposed to go. Okay, so this goes down live in the Facebook group. I upload these videos to YouTube later. If you are watching now, you're probably watching a replay as we wait for people to come on. But if you want to watch live, then you can definitely join the Facebook group. I'll put the link in the description. Okay, for those who are watching on YouTube, what's up, Santos? We got some people in the house. Okay, so lots of new people are finding me and the Auto Dealer Business School. So I'm Shamel Leonard. I'm a licensed dealer. I got licensed almost 10 years ago now. And it was a very hard time. Let me just put it like that. I didn't do a lot of things right, but I jumped all in. So I'm gonna give myself credit for that. I jumped all in. I saw all the things that went wrong. And now with my second time around, I'm putting together all the things to do it right. Okay, so I started the Auto Dealer Business School because there needed to be one. And I really wanted to save auto dealers the time and the money that it cost me while I was doing everything wrong. Because time is ticking, and the more time you waste, the more money it costs. Like, time is really the most precious of the resources. Okay, so I want to save you some time because, yeah, it takes about 2 years to put this all together on your own, right? But that's not the only thing I'm doing here, right? So I kind of have a vision that I want to change the whole evil auto dealer thing, right? I don't think auto dealers are evil. I do think that we have had to survive out here in these auto dealer streets and selling cars, you know, the best way that we can. So with education, we can do better. We can sell good cars and we can make lots of money, right? And feel good about what we're doing and contribute to society as a whole, and have good cars for people to buy from us, right? So that is also what I'm doing here. In addition to wanting to increase the number of minority-owned dealerships that are successful, that are $1 million businesses, okay? So, you know, I got big dreams here, and so far, so good. We have lots of students from all over, Georgia, Texas, Maryland, North Carolina, currently, California, currently, right? Florida, very soon. So, yeah, you know, Auto Dealer Business School is growing, and growing dealerships out here. So let me give some announcements, because I feel like I'm preaching today. I feel good, so I'm talking. But some announcements. So the 6-Figure Dealer Club is open for enrollment. So for all those who are like, how do I enroll in the Auto Dealer Business School? We have the 6-Figure Dealer Club is the way to enroll. Okay, you become a member of the 6-Figure Dealer Club. Okay, and it is currently open for enrollment, and it will close soon because it is filling up fast, and it will close soon for the year. So if you're trying to get in, you better get in where you fit in while you fit in. Okay. Now, we got a couple of things coming up in the 6-Figure Dealer Club. We have an auction day visit very soon, next week in Georgia. Auction days are coming soon to North Carolina and Texas. That's so far on my radar. And we are also, I'm going to do a live run through of the complete setup of your dealership from the absentee owner intention or perspective. Okay, I realized that when I first created the 6-Figure Dealer program, the 6-Figure Dealer Club program, and it's had different names over the years, but when I first created it, I did not have an absentee owner focus. So now I am redoing a few of the systems so that it can support an absentee owner operations. Okay, so we're doing a live run through of each of the lessons. The lessons are pre-recorded for people who join, because it is basically the same information, the same setup, right? But we are doing a live run through of every single system in your dealership that runs your dealership live. Okay, you get to ask questions on the spot. You get more probably hands-on help, right? Because it's going to definitely be tailored towards what it is you need to know more, et cetera, et cetera. So hopefully you get what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you've ever been thinking about it, now is the time, really, because this is, the club is always a great option. But I really think that this is a special time because it'll definitely be a more hands-on experience for you. So if you are interested in joining the Six Figure Dealer Club, I ask that you schedule a strategy session because I need to know you. You need to know me and how we gonna get down in this program, right? Like, how's it gonna work and what's gonna work best for you. So yeah, schedule a strategy session. I'll put the link in the description. All right. Whew. All right, so 4 ways to sell more cars with financing, CEOs. So I get these questions a lot because you already know that you're running into some barriers selling cars because you don't offer financing, okay? So let's put the whole finance puzzle together. Yes, having finance option for your buyers will move more vehicles in your inventory, really in and out of your inventory, okay? And I'll explain more about that later. So let's talk about the kinds of financing you need. Number one, we're going to first talk about buy here, pay here, because it is easiest for startup dealers to start in most states because it's in-house financing. So you don't really have to jump through any hoops unless your state requires you to, have like a finance, be registered as a finance entity, okay? Which, we go into more in the program, all right? But for the most part, a lot of states don't require you to have any kind of finance license. So doing buy here, pay here is easy setup. It's basically about what you are doing in your business, in your program, right? So buy here, pay here setup is most important for those who are selling cash cars. Now, you're selling cash cars probably because you have a lean budget. You have a lean startup budget. So if you're selling cash cars and buy here, pay here are kind of like go hand in hand. So you want to definitely make sure you set up your buy here, pay here in-house financing program. I talked last week about buy here, pay here financing. So if you want to know more about that, then check out that video. Also, you can schedule a strategy session, see if the club is a good option for you. So we can set up your buy here, pay here program. Because yes, setting up a buy here, pay here program can be tricky. There are a lot of pieces to this puzzle, but after you put this puzzle together, you will sell more cars. And that's the name of this game, is selling more cars and making more profit, okay? So any questions about buy here, pay here financing? I'm gonna move on to third-party financing. Now, I know everybody is like, yes, let me get that third-party financing because one, you get to sell nicer vehicles than the cash cars, newer vehicles than the cash cars. I won't say nicer, I'll say newer, right? With more features and, more up to date. You also get more, there's more profit spread in third-party finance deals. Okay, so for the same amount of work or even less work, in most cases, you make more money. So this is definitely where you want to be. The only problem is new dealers, startup dealers are limited in their third-party finance options. Some people over the years have messed it up for everybody. So there are not a lot of companies that will work with brand new auto dealers, but there are a few. So if you need help setting up your third-party financing, then, definitely send me a message or let me know. I will go over third-party financing at some point, just not sure when. But third-party financing, yes, if you're selling cars that you are retailing for between, I'd say, really $5K and $50K, right? So if you're retailing your car from anywhere between there, then definitely you would benefit from having third-party finance options, all right? So that's third-party financing. Any questions about that? Y'all are quiet. Hey, let me know who's watching. I see you, Ray, Roldy, Michael. What's up, y'all? So yeah, any questions about that? So those are the kind of financing programs that you'll need. Buy here, pay here, third-party financing. Buy here, pay here if you're selling cash cars. that works well together. Third-party financing, if you are selling cars that you're retailing between $5,000 and $50,000, okay? So let's talk a little bit about the ways vehicles will move in your dealership, okay? You're gonna have direct sales. Direct sales are cars that are in your inventory, okay? And the way direct sales go about is you buy the car, you recondition the car, you list the car for sale, and then you sell the car, right? So those are direct sales, selling direct from your inventory, okay? So yes, of course, cars that are in your inventory, you can sell with your buy here, pay here program. If those cars are cash cars, or within certain limits where that account will be paid off quickly. Okay. Good morning, Trey. What's up? It's been a minute. So yes, direct sales for buy here, pay here cars, right? You'll also have direct sales cars that are in your inventory that someone hits you up and they're like, hey, do you offer financing? Or hopefully in your listing, you put how you offer financing, right? So, you know, they get with you on the financing, they get pre-approved, now they get to buy that car, okay? So that's how you'll move cars in direct sales. So any questions? Any questions about direct sales? Let me know in the comments. All right, so those are direct sales. Then you're also gonna sell cars that are not in your inventory, right? So all the people who are struggling with having capital to purchase inventory, this is for you, okay? So you're gonna also move cars that are not in your inventory better, faster, more often with financing like so, okay? So you're gonna broker cars, okay? If they're not in your inventory, you're gonna broker cars. The way brokering happens is you're gonna list first, basically you're listing your brokering service. You're gonna buy the car, find the car, buy the car. You're gonna recondition it, recon, and then you're gonna sell it to your buyer who came to you, right? Now, if you don't have cash to purchase that car, then you can only take cash buyers in brokering, okay? Because you will have to purchase that car while your financing is finalizing for the purchase of that vehicle, okay? So just keep that in mind. But yes, you can sell more cars by offering financing in your broker program. You can also sell more cars that you don't have in inventory by consigning cars. Once you have third-party financing in place, then you can consign cars. Now, what's consigning cars? Consigning cars are selling cars that are not current, that don't really belong to the dealership. Okay, that's what consigning cars is. So, for example, someone comes to you, they know you're a dealer, and they say, hey, I want to sell this car. Will you help me sell it? You're a dealer. You can offer financing for a buyer. It's over the cash car amount. So I'm having a lot of people asking me if I can offer financing, and I can't. So you can. So can you sell this car for me? You say, sure, I can sell this car for you. You get all the necessary paperwork to make sure that you're consigning in compliance. And then someone comes to you to buy that car. Then you get them financed, you get it approved, you pay off the person whose car it is, and then you keep whatever is contractually agreed, okay? So that's how consigning cars works, and how you can move more cars with financing if you are thinking about consigning. That's what I was trying to say. I was like, where was I going? Okay, so any questions, CEOs? Any questions about 4 ways to sell more cars with financing? Was this what you were looking for? Was this helpful? Like, I'm always trying to find the angle that clicks, right? Because it's a lot of information, and certain angles make sense. Certain ways you can put the information kind of pulls it all together. So that's exactly what I'm learning how to do. Like, I'm learning what is simple, right? And what different people think is simple, right? And then how adults learn. Andre says, is there any banks you recommend for independent dealers? Good question. I was going to get back to that. So that's ever evolving, okay? Because the number of banks that will work with startup dealers do change. They don't change often, but they do shift and change around. One of the most popular ones is, of course, Westlake Financial, if you haven't already heard. And then there's Western Funding, and then there are maybe one or two more. Okay, I know one does require you to have a certain amount of deposits in your bank account, but they will work with startup dealers. So that's new dealers who don't have a whole lot of experience, but I definitely will have to post that later or get that information to you later. Okay, but those are the two that I know off the top of my head. All right, so any questions about that? I want to say one, I don't want to say the name and it's not them. I don't want to say that. So any questions? Does that help? I mean, Dre, I'm sure you've heard of Westlake and Western Funding, right? They're two of the biggest players for new dealers. The only thing that troubles me about working with their program is the amount of money that it costs to do the deal. Okay, that does tend to deter me from finalizing the deal with those lenders, okay? Because my profit is a lot less than what I expect doing it that way, okay? So does that answer your questions? Are you looking to do third-party financing? Have you done third-party financing already? Okay, you're welcome. All right, so yes, financing is buy here, pay here, and third-party financing. Third-party financing, since I didn't define it, is signing up with lenders. Since you are not going to be the lender, you then need to sign up with lenders that will send you the money once you have an approved deal. Okay, Santos, yes, very helpful information. Every time we have a session, I'm learning more. Awesome. Santos is killing it in the club. I appreciate you like really going in, Santos. Like you got some good buys. Hopefully that sale went well yesterday, but we'll talk about it today in our session. Okay. So, CEOs, I just want to say this, you know, it's about time. It's about time to really decide how you want this business to go. Like, I'm really respecting right now the power of intention and how intention really does change the trajectory of what your efforts are. So like starting with an intention, like what is this about? I want to build wealth. What does building wealth really look like? What is wealth for me? What does it look like? How do I want to build wealth? How do I want to spend my days? You know, do I want to be busy? Do I not want to be busy? If I am going to be busy, how long am I going to stand for being busy, right? Because no matter what you do is work. I wish I would have gotten this lesson earlier. If I could tell my younger self anything, what I would tell my younger self is all the stuff that they talk about in every business, in every industry, right? When they say, oh, make quick money, do this side hustle, do that. A side hustle is dispensable, right? At some point, it becomes overwhelming or inconsistent. And at some point, you want consistency and you want automation because you want to grow, right? So growth is the name of the game, right? Starting out as a side hustle or starting out just interested is great because you do want to learn and you want to, see if this is good for you. But it does take work to build anything. If you want to build anything, it takes work. And I really resisted. I don't want to say I resisted it. I just did not know. I did not know what I did not know. And so I'm asking you now, like, how long do you want to work? How long do you want to work hard? Not work, but work hard, right? At doing something. Do you want to work hard to an end? Like you want a goal that you set that by this date, by this, day even, everything will be in place and I will be on to bigger and better, whatever bigger and better is. All right. So yes, it is time to decide what are you going to put your time and money and energy into. And if this is it, then I really believe that the way this program is put together is a CEO wealth building program. Okay. So if you feel like, okay, yes, I want to check this out, schedule a strategy session. I feel like I was going to go on and on. I told you I feel good today. I'm feeling talkative. So yeah, schedule a strategy session. See if this works for you, because yeah, you will always have in the back of your mind, oh, I wonder if that would have worked, or if I would have been good at that, or if that would have been my thing, right? Yes, check it out. You know, life is short. You want to definitely explore everything that it is you feel in your gut that might work. That's what I'm really trying to say. So with that, CEOs, I'm always praying for your success. I'm always rooting for you. Even if you aren't part of the club, of course, if you're in the club, then you get extra support. But I'm always rooting for you. And I'm ready when you are. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for teaching us CEOs more knowledgeable, equal power mindset. Yes. Power mindset. All right. Thanks, Santos, for that. On that note, I will see you next week, where I'm not sure exactly what we'll be discussing, but if you have anything in your business that you need help with, then definitely put it in the comments, and I will see about doing a training next week on that topic. All right, CEOs, be blessed and see you next week. Bye.